Your characters, for the most part, will always be center stage in your novel, in your book, in your manuscript, in your play. However, that doesn't mean that you, as an author, should ignore the things that are going on in the background. For example, have you noticed the mirror directly behind me on my right? What about the open window with the long curtains, or the blue chair that is to my left? What about the wooden floor that is gleaming, or the ceiling that is white above my head? What about the paneling on the wall, or the rug? There are so many things that are going on, or should be going on, in your novel in the background. So, when you want to make a realistic novel, when you want to tell a realistic story, don't forget those small, minute details. Like, for example, the way the light shines through the window, or the pillows that are on the chairs, or the mood of the room. I've been watching quite a bit of television over the years, and there's one particular show or movie. It starred Sidney Poitier, and it was called In the Heat of the Night. And there was a scene in this movie where it was a pivotal scene, and I don't want to give it away in case you haven't seen it, but there's a pivotal scene where your attention is drawn to the main characters. And I watched the action, and I was mesmerized by what was taking place in the forefront of the storytelling or the movie. However, I rewound the movie and I started looking at what was going on in the background. And what amazed me and shocked me the most was that the actors in the background who you weren't paying attention to, their facial expressions, their exclamations, the things that was going on in that scene, they reacted to. So I say all that to say is that there is a world going on behind your characters. And to make your storytelling realistic and vivid, you want to pay attention to the small details that are going on in the background. And I will give you an assignment. When you start watching the next television show, pay attention strictly to what's going on in the background. See all the activity and all the movement and all the things that are happening all around your characters. And yes, your characters will always be at the forefront of a scene, but there's so much rich detail going on behind the scene. And there are so many clues that can add to the overall story if you take in both what's going on in the forefront and also what's going on in the background. There are several things that you can do to help you with the background details of your story. You can, for one thing, have pictures or photographs or images to remind you of the layout of the room or the layout of a scene. You can also close your eyes and envision the things that are going on in that room. Are there people walking back and forth? Is there an outside noise that is intruding on the scene? Are there people arguing in the background? Is there a certain energy in the scene that's being conveyed? Are your characters on a bus? Are your characters walking down the street? Where are your characters and what's going on around them? These are things that will help you, as I said, make your storytelling and your scenes more lively and more captivating. So let me know what you think.